Thank you. It's 4 o'clock. I'd like to call this Board of Commissioners meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Krieger?
Yes.
Begic? Here. Coonan?
Here.
Eric?
Here.
Ryder?
Here.
Lutz?
Here.
Durancheck?
Here.
All members present, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Please stand for invocation and then the Pledge of Allegiance.
Almighty God, our Heavenly Father, we come before you this afternoon asking once again that you will bless this session of the County Commission. Lord, grant to us this day that by your holy inspiration we may think that things that are right and by your merciful guiding accomplishment them. Be with this board this day and guide them so that the decisions made today and always will benefit every citizen of this community. In your holy name we ask this. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Minutes 6:11 of 19, 6 of 18 and of 19. What's your pleasure?
So moved. Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Citizen input. Now is your chance if you have something you'd like to say.
I believe there's a woman in the audience. Helen, did you want to speak on the public input? Sure. Or no? I don't know.
Come on right up to the
Do it now
podium
or
there.
whatever.
And just state your name, please.
My name is Helen Bublitz, and I contacted Jim Barsha, reason being, I work for Bay County Medical Care Facility. For 8.5 years, I've received a discount at the county golf course. I'm an avid golfer. I actually golfed tonight at 6 o'clock out there. And I went in on Monday, and I was told that Dan was no longer going to give us a discount because he didn't consider us county workers. So I talked to my supervisor, Ruth, and I said, where's my retirement coming from? County. I have a state and a county retirement because I wanted my school to go in with the county, but of course I won't do that. Anyways, I was just shocked after 8.5 years of receiving a discount at the course to be able to just go out there and stay healthy, clean my mind out by hitting a golf ball, and then no longer be able to receive a discount because they don't feel that I'm a county worker.
Okay. I think we should refer this to administration.
We could, I could maybe update I know Commissioner Coonan and I discussed this issue, and the board adopted a resolution some years ago, and I wasn't here, so I don't know what year, with regard to the wellness plan and keeping county employees healthy. And so part of that was for county employees under the executive branch or elected officials of county government, but not the road commission, obviously, but would be able to access the golf course and I think some other things to kind of stay healthy and get a small discount. It's not a huge discount.
It's not a huge discount, but it's nice.
But it helps, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess what the board would have to do is determine whether you want to extend it to the Bay County Road Commission, the Bay County Library System, the Bay County Medical Care Facility, and also Bay Metro. I think those would be the other agencies or departments, I guess, where they're not under us, they're not under the executive branch, but that would have to be a decision by the Board of Commissioners to probably expand that to include these other employees as county employees. My own thoughts are that, our revenues are probably really down. Maybe Kristen, you might want to update later or something on where we're at. We don't have probably the final figures or in terms of the first month or two here, but with all the rain we've had, we've just really not had much participation out on the golf course. So hopefully we'll have a long Indian summer and be able to make up for that revenue. But that's a decision that I can't really do anything about, Helen. So it would have to be up to the board to probably consider tweaking your resolution if you desire to do that. But it's your decision. So,
Mr. Barsha, perhaps administration and with finance, of course, included, can see the impact of approximately. I'm sure you can get a hold of the manager out there at the golf course and just see approximately how many people
Yeah.
would be in that, so that we could see what the
I don't
financial
think it'd be a
impact.
significant amount. I think it'd be a nice thing to do, but also the more traffic we have at the county golf course, probably the better in terms of revenues. So, yeah,
Commissioner?
we'd like to refer it to us, Kristen and I, and maybe Amber or whatever, or obviously Tiffany too. Tiffany, did you want to add anything? Do you recall when this was done?
Well, it's my understanding that the resolution that has been passed for many years has never supposed to include all of the entities in the retirement system. And the retirement system is separate than Bay County entities. So just because they're part of the Bay County employee retirement system doesn't make them Bay County employees. And the wellness plan that the Board of Commissioners passed was always for specifically Bay County employees because of its initiative for healthy living, health insurance costs, and these other entities aren't covered under our health insurance. So there's not the health incentive internally for that. I don't know if it was done by mistake or if there was misunderstandings. This has come up many times with many different entities, even Michigan State University Extension had some confusion at some point because they're housed in the same building and stuff like that. So I think it was likely wasn't supposed to be ever covered under resolution, but just was because there was some confusion over the difference between Bay County employees and those involved in the Bay County employee retirement system. There certainly has been no change to this in the last several years, so I'm not sure why it was just now changed over there.
Commissioner Krieger, you were.
Yes, so you've been receiving the benefit up until
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
How many years has that been?
8.5.
Okay. So what I'd like to have, if we could, is have administration come back with all the different departments or different branches that would fall under our umbrella, so that we would know the total, and then as a board, we can look at that information and make a decision one way or another. And I don't know that I would be concerned whether the golf course is gonna lose some money because we're gonna give a discount. I think the wellness side of it will more than offset the issue of a few dollars that we're going to lose on the discount that encourages somebody to come out to the course and to the ball.
And I know there's quite a few of us at work that utilize it. And the reason being, I leave my clubs right in my car. So when I get out at 7:30, I can walk right over, shoot 9 holes, and go home. And you feel a lot better after you get the stress out hitting a golf ball.
Better getting involved in your hobby, so.
Yeah.
Commissioner Lutz, you were next.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make sure that when the administration is doing this, that, you know, is this the only place we give a discount or known to give a discount? Do we do it at, you know, community center, anyplace else?
I don't receive, I
Well,
don't know.
employees do, but I'm talking, you know, is this only a practice that's been taking place at the golf course, I guess?
And I think that would be, the question is, you know, we have a pretty robust wellness program that's part of the wellness program for our employees. So are you opening the entire wellness program to everybody? Or is it just employees in the retirement system? Or is it Bay Metro as well? Is it, you know what I mean? It kind of opens up a lot of questions on who you do want to include in those benefits.
Commissioner Coonan?
I believe a number of years ago, we attempted to get all of these other entities involved in our wellness program. They chose not to, and I think that's when we just said, okay, this is for county employees. It comes back to me now. So I guess it might be worthwhile to contact those other, you know, the road commission and all these other entities and see if they're willing to, if they want to participate. Wellness is a good thing. But when we look at whatever comes back to us, I think we need to look at how the care facility is almost part of that golf course. And it's right on the golf course. And I think there's a lot of indirect contributions back and forth.
There is.
From the, that could warrant saying, okay, you know what, maybe you're not giving any money, but indirectly we're helping each other, and we could look at that and see if it's something that we could do to maybe change that to make it, you know, things need to be tweaked periodically, and look at that and see if there's any, whether it's monetary. I'd like to see everybody help support wellness, and maybe we can do that and see if those folks want to help us, you know, whether it's buying new equipment or whatever it might be. offering wellness to the entire county. But if it's not, we would look individually at the care facility being right there on the golf course. If they do enough or support us enough at the golf course to say, you know what, your folks can participate and get an insignificant reduction in their fees for the golf. It's insignificant whatsoever. But I believe that's the history behind it. I could be wrong, but I think that's the history. But that doesn't mean that it can't be tweaked.
Thank you, Commissioner Ryder.
I don't want to muddy the waters, but is there a senior discount as well out there?
There is.
Okay, so the golf course is, let's not say it's underwater, but let's just say it isn't a big, it costs to run the course. Pretty soon, I just wonder, this is a service, I guess we could call it a service, but there are other golf courses throughout our county, certainly. We can keep giving people breaks and breaks and breaks, but by the same token, how do we keep the thing running and open when we keep losing more money? We have a lot of different services we have to look at. And I hope we consider that before we start giving discounts to everybody. I mean, how many people then, how many users of our facility out there, the golf course, are paying a reduced rate? And how many are paying a full rate? Where's I kind of like to know that information before I would make any kind of decision.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Coonan?
I think we all know golf is declining in numbers, not just publicly at the golf course or at the Bay County Golf Course, but privately as well. It's just, golf has seen its best days, and I think if you look at, everybody wants to say, a golf course technically breaks even. If you wanted to analyze, if you wanted to use the golf course or compare the golf course financially the same way we do the ice arena pays no indirect fees. We put the golf course in the ice arena to hide a lot of the costs, the $500,000 that we were subsidizing the ice arena. Now we're probably only subsidizing at $200,000. So if we wanted to look at solving the problem, the golf course is not the problem. If you were not to charge indirect, the golf course would break even, make a few bucks. And it's out there, it's a beautiful facility, people use it. I don't think we have a problem out there. But if we really wanted to address some of the bigger problems we have, let's look at the ice arena. And, you could, nobody's even brought anybody in to see if there was any, you could technically sell it for $1, collect some taxes, and not subsidize it $200,000, and you'd be better off. I'm not saying you do that. But before we start talking about some of these facilities, maybe we should have somebody come and an investment firm or somebody say, maybe I'd be interested in buying this, whether it's a golf course or the ice arena. The golf course isn't a problem. The ice arena is the problem.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Brandon Kraus, Bay County Register of Deeds. Wasn't planning on talking, but seeing as how this topic came up, I think it's well worth bringing this up. This year I started a golf league for parents and kids over at Maple Leaf Golf Course. The only reason I didn't do a Bay County Golf Course is Thursday nights were full and it was the only night we could do it. We ended up getting 18 teams, and Maple Leaf Golf Course gave us a really good deal. They gave us, I think it's $25 for the adult, the child, and the cart, which is a huge discount. Ordinarily it'd be $50. But if you do the math, that's $4,320 for the year for us to go out there and golf. That was $4,320 Maple Leaf wasn't going to get, because nobody's going to go golfing at 6 o'clock at night and start a league. So even though you're giving a discount to these individuals and you're letting them come out, anything that they're going to pay is going to be above. You're going to get more bodies on the golf course. You're going to get more revenue. That little bit of a discount isn't going to make or break Bay County, but the loss of that revenue and of not being there would definitely break Bay County's golf course. So Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment? If not, we'll move into petitions and communication. Tributes. Michael and Jane Wittbrodt, resolution number 2019-148, sponsored by Commissioners Coonan and Ryder. Motion would be in order.
So moved.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. I believe we have a little presentation here.
Yeah. Could the clerk read the
I
resolution?
was going to do it after. You want to do it before? Hold on just a minute. So if you want to read that
I
in.
mean, that's just, there's a lot of.
Whatever you want there, Mr.
Resolution 2019-148 by the Bay County Board of Commissioners. Whereas the Bay County Board of Commissioners and Bay County Executive recognize that oftentimes citizens of Bay County are deserving of special recognition for their contributions to our community, and Michael and Jane Wittbrodt are two of these citizens. Whereas through their efforts, dilapidated historic homes are refurbished and brought back to their stately origins. Whereas as visionaries and historians, with an appreciation of the rich history of Bay City, the Wittbrodts have undertaken what some might consider impossible. And whereas the homes, all in Bay City's historic district, have been restored and are located at 316 North Burney Street, 1600 4th Street, 1726th Street, and 1314 McKinley, 414 North Farragut, 1901 Center, and 1901 5th Street. Whereas improvements made, including but are not limited to all new wiring and panels, all new plumbing, new hot water heaters, new furnaces and air conditioning, windows repaired and or replaced, wired-in smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, added insulation, restoration of salvageable plaster, new kitchens, new tiled bathrooms, stripping and replacement of missing or damaged woodwork, new and or restored lighting, all hardwood floors refinished, new interior and exterior painting, restoration of missing exterior features, and new landscaping. And whereas all work is permitted and inspected by the City of Bay City, and whereas loyalty to our community includes use of local contractors and the purchase of nearly all materials locally. Whereas, as the Wittbrodts introduce themselves to the neighborhoods of homes being restored, it is not unusual for the Wittbrodts to selflessly help the neighbors with their own small projects. And whereas, when the restored homes are sold at closing, the new owners receive a DVD with 3,500 photos and a 20-minute slideshow of the restoration of their new home, as well as a 2-page document listing information about Bay City, their neighborhood, their neighbors, with contact information and a list of contractors or services that might provide helpful to homeowner in the future. Whereas, the hard work and commitment of Michael and Jane Wittbrodt to the history of Bay City through restoration of these historic homes merits recognition, and therefore be it resolved that the Bay County Board of Commissioners and Bay County Executive, who recognize Michael and Jane Wittbrodt for their valuable contributions to our community and for their generosity of time and talent in bringing light and life to many incredible homes in Bay City, thereby improving Bay City and Bay County's landscape. Signed, Mike Durancheck, Chair, Kim Coonan, and Tom Ryder.
Give her a go.
We can speak loud enough.
We spent 30 years in the middle school.
There you go.
You know, I'm only blocks from several of the houses that they renovated. And I can tell you what they looked like before, and I can tell you what they look like after. And, you know, they break down to polishing up the doorknobs, the brass doorknobs. I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful work that you two do, and restoring these houses in our community. What a great thing for our community to have people like you here doing this work. It's fantastic. We really, really appreciate it.
And it's been my pleasure over the last 8 years to get to know you guys, because I wasn't from the neighborhood. But I soon found out what you do, and a couple of retired school teachers. And you're not flipping homes, you're not renovating homes, you're taking homes back to originality. And probably not making a whole lot of money, and I don't think money is the issue on it. It's about what you have done in the community to make your neighborhood and Bay City, which is part of the county, a better place to live in. And acknowledging you folks hopefully will, you know, help somebody else to, because we got a lot of homes in the city, in the county, that are vacant, that people do good things to help their neighbors and to, you know, help people generally in the community. That's what you guys have done. So we want to thank you for all your hard work.
Thanks for the recognition. We appreciate it.
Great.
Right now, we're looking for a house built in 1947 so that I can finish one on my 103rd day.
That'd be great.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jane, congratulations.
We know who the boss is, right? She's holding the flag.
Next on the agenda, we have 100th anniversary of Serenus Johnson Construction, Resolution 2019-149, sponsored by Commissioner Begic and myself. We're going to present this resolution at a construction celebration that's coming up in later this month. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Motion carried. Reports and resolutions of committees. Ways and Means. Chairman Tom Herrick.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wear my lucky Detroit Tigers shirt today. Maybe we get a win this week. I bring before you resolution number 2019-150, Bay County 457 Board. I move this resolution.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-151, support for Lake Shore Legal Aid Region 7 funding request. I move this resolution.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-152, support for Golden Horizons Region 7 funding request. I move this resolution.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-153, the real life system for the Civic Arena. I move this resolution.
Support.
We have motion and support. Questions? Commissioner Coonan.
Kristen, when's that going in?
We would like to purchase it as soon as this is, approved, because we would like to have this in place, ready to go before we put the ice back in for the fall.
Okay.
So,
And I think it's a great deal. Maybe what we should do after a few months is get, you can get it from the electric department. I'm sure you can get it from Consumers Power too. There's a comparison of the usage over a period of time. So we could even do it after the first month that it's been in there, just to see.
and actually, Andrew has been keeping a spreadsheet of our usage for our utility rates on, how much we're using, which months and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have a comparative tool. And, the utility company I know I wasn't here last week, so just to reiterate a little bit, the utility company came out to the Civic Arena, took a look at our equipment, had information from Realize, and it actually has awarded us a $10,000 rebate
for this system because of the energy savings that we will see. And conservatively, we should save about $11,000 a year. Now, that's very conservative. We've done reference checks that have turned their compressor, the brine temperature, up more than 4 degrees, but they're only estimating it at 4 degrees. Andrew actually did a reference where they turned it up to 27 degrees, which actually would be a 10-degree difference from where we were at when they came out and reviewed our compressor for the rebate. So the energy savings may be much more than $11,000 a year, maybe.
You're putting 2 sheets of ice back on it, correct?
We always have 1 sheet of ice all year round, and then in the summer we take 1 out. So in the fall we'll put the 2nd sheet back in.
Okay. So you'll be able to compare it to last fall, when you did it under the existing system, to this fall, when you're going to do it under the new system.
Yes.
That would be interesting to see, that particular month when you do it, what the savings would be both in electric and gas.
And, just as you guys know, we have a new software system. We've been able to track all of our numbers more efficiently. So not only are we tracking our electricity usage, but just our regular usage and things of that nature. Civic Arena is growing and growing and growing. We have many more events, and this is going to help because the more things that you have on your sheet of ice, the more times that you have to resurface. Before we get this, we were putting hot water on the sheet of ice, right? Makes the compressors work harder. Now we'd be putting cold water on it. So I kind of wanted to put a plug in that the Civic Arena is growing. We're doing really well. We have a goal to break even this year. So, and Andrew and his team over at the Civic Arena are a big reason why. So I just kind of want to put that plug in and let you know that this is another step forward to getting to where we want to be.
Kristen, there was a time frame on the $10,000 rebate also?
Correct. We have they're holding it for us for 90 days.
Okay.
And so we just got it awarded just maybe a week and a half ago, something like that. And we'll have it for 90 days. So as soon as this gets approved, we'll order it, get the ball rolling, and we'll be able to, we have to install it, they come back out and check, and then they refund us the money, the $10,000.
Any other questions? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-154, rescission of Wonderful Times advertising policy. I move this resolution. Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-155, update to board chambers audio-visual system. I move this resolution. Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-156, payables and general. I move this resolution. Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-157, budget adjustments for the Board of Commissioners and Civic Arena and Sheriff. I move this resolution. Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-158, office supply contract renewal. I move this resolution. Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-159, pay mental support and services contract renewal. I move this resolution. Support. You support it. Thanks.
I'll move it.
I'll move it too. We'll get it.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution number 2019-160, the TPT Speed Connect Agreement renewal. I move this resolution. Support.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
That was all from the Ways and Means Committee, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Personnel and Human Services, Commissioner Ryder, Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have resolution 2019-161, affiliation agreement with Fair State University. I will move this resolution.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution 2019-162, another LLC and other data use agreements for opioid overdose surveillance system. I will move this resolution.
Support.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution 2019-163, agreement with Mary Cushion Consulting, LLC. I will move this resolution. Support.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution 2019-164, local public health strategic plan grant funding. I will move this resolution. Support.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Resolution 2019-165, vacancies in 911 Central Dispatch, Department on Aging. I will move this resolution.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
That's all we have before you, Mr. Chairman.
Next, we have from the Board of Commissioners, Commissioner Michael Lutz, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Today I bring Resolution 2019-166, which is the reports of the county executive. I move that resolution.
Support.
We have motion and support. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion
That's all I
carried.
have from the Board of Commissioners.
Thank you. Reports of the county official. Mr. Barsha.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a couple of things about animal control. We have a 5-day cat adoption event occurring this week. It started yesterday and runs through Friday, right, Craig? Yes. And then we have an animal control Facebook that we hope to unveil very quickly, maybe by the end of the week. And I just wanted to let the board know, I'm not sure if we need your concurrence, but certainly we want your support on it. We're thinking about changing the name from Bay County Animal Control to maybe something like Bay County Animal Services and Adoption Center or something similar to that. I'd like to try to keep it concise and condensed, but you know, a lot of adoption programs are getting away from the autocratic control. And we want the public to know that we're there to assist animals and also that animals are available for adoption from animal control. So Shannon Nelson's been working on that with Craig, and I think it's coming along. I've seen a version, and we're kind of anxious to unveil it soon. Also, training sessions for the staff at animal control. For example, when you go back and look at a dog, and if those dogs, one dog starts barking at animal control, they all start singing, and some of the people who are looking to adopt a pet might be a little apprehensive that the dogs are too high strung or whatever. However, if you were to take them into the bark park adjacent to the animal shelter, they run around, they're happy, they're on to give kisses and wagging their tails. And so there's a lot of different aspects. For example, also just having soothing music in the room can calm the anxiety of some of the animals. And same thing goes for cats. You know, sometimes cats are, if they're in an enclosed small space, they're not as friendly as they might normally would be if they weren't in that confined space. So looking at trying to train staff a little bit more in terms of evaluating the animals to make sure that they're good for adoption, and also presenting them in the best light that we can for potential people who would like to adopt them. And then I'll just mention I'll be out in Washington on Wednesday. 10 counties will be sort of speaking at the National Press Club at a press event with the County Executives of America, and I'm on the opioid task force. So we have about 10 members of that, and we'll be kind of highlighting the impact of the opioid crisis on counties across the country. And so, as you know, our litigation, as you all know, has been filed in federal court under the Racketeering and Organized Crime Act. And there was recently a successful prosecution of incest. I think they got a multi-billion-dollar judgment against them, and the gentleman who was the CEO of that company received 15 years, and the guy, as I recall, is in his lower 80s. So it's effectively a life term. But just thought I'd mention that, and I'll have a further report next time we meet as far as what kind of reaction, hopefully press coverage we get, you know, on a national stage down in the district. Thanks.
Thank you. Unfinished business. New business. Miscellaneous. Announcements. Commissioner Begic.
Auburn Corn Fest.
You betcha.
This weekend, Thursday through Sunday. Parade is Sunday at 1 o'clock. I know, be a lot of politicians out there probably.
Softball, you playing, you got the softball going? Or?
Not doing that.
Oh.
There is a tournament.
Softball tournament also, all right. Any other announcements? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As Mr. Barsha stated, this week we are having a cat adoption event going on over at Animal Control, $15 for the cats. There are a lot of nice kittens over there. There's yesterday a few walked out the door, and it was nice to see them be adopted and get forever homes. So if you're interested, come out and see us.
There you go. Thank you. Good job, Greg. 2019 appointments. October, we have Land Bank Authority, 1 3-year term. Department of Health and Human Services Board of Directors, 1 3-year term. Board of Canvassers, 2 4-year terms. These appointments are made from lists submitted by the major political parties. November, we have Building Authority, 2 6-year terms. December, Department on Aging Advisory Committee, 4 2-year terms, Districts 1, 3, 5, and 7. Any need for a closed session, ma'am?
Yes, sir, we will request a motion to go into closed session pursuant to MCL 15.268 subsection D to consider the purchase or lease of real property up to the time an option to purchase or lease that real property is obtained.
We need a roll call vote, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Go into closed session. We got motion and support.
Starting with Commissioner Krieger.
Yes.
Begic.
Yes.
Coonan.
Yes.
Herrick.
Yes.
Ryder.
Yes.
Lutz.
Yes.
Durancheck.
Yes.
7 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you. Sergeant at Arms, secure the perimeter. Full session. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
We switched the table.
Madam.
Mr. Chair, I would request a motion that the board pursue purchase of stated property for the amount stated by the Recreation and Facilities Director in closed session.
Support.
We have motion and support. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Begic.
Yes.
Coonan.
No.
Herrick.
Yes.
Ryder.
Yes.
Lutz.
Yes.
Krieger.
Yes.
Durancheck.
Yes.
6 yeas, 1 nay.
Thank you. Anything else? I think we're good to go. Motion adjourns, always in order. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried.